Map 2, Cloud9, like you said, Alex, has picked up a win recently as E-League against SK, but in front of the Brazilian crowd, after getting absolutely taken down in the last map, you've now got to retaliate and come back here. I know it's your map choice, but that is an extremely hard thing to do. I think the conditions for this are much different than that of E-League.
Just got to pick yourself up, dust yourself down, and get back into it. That's all you really can do. Yes, it was a crushing loss, 13-2. Very difficult to recover from, not going to deny it, but still, their map, still 2 to go. Not out of it just yet, and just need to keep your head in the game. Let's get into it then. There's going to be 3 players towards top of middle for Cloud9. They're on the T side here, and they have got utility. Smokes deployed towards the A side, and flashes go in as well. And that's going to be an A split, nice and fast, nothing in Skadoodle, but look at Fallen and Fur. They push towards Palace. Fur will be coming in fast behind.
Automatic's already inside a connector, though, on Catwalk. They're already inside of the B site. He's going to have a plant coming in cold. He just realizes it now. Taco's going to be called back down the apartments. Now, that does put Shroud and Taco in a crossfire. Yes, the action is going on toward A, but the bomb's planted on B. Fallen Fur and FNX need to rotate. Stewart's going to try and get inside ladder room, catch them off, but he's a little bit late to spot them going through the vents, so therefore he's going to fall back, go toward Catwalk. Good pickup on the player that was inside the apartments, though. Taco going down makes this much harder because they don't have the pinch positions. Cloud9's got the kills. It's Shroud and Automatic to start it off, and FNX now the last is gonna make this work as he gets 2 kills, immediately pops out to hit Shroud.
What the hell is that shot? He's got it as well, you know. No care. I thought that was absolutely done for. A perfect play from Cloud9. They go towards the A site. It's an equal exchange at that point. SK have them locked in. They actually get towards B undetected as well. Bomb comes in, they get all the frags required. FNX, that last shot especially, what in God's name was that? He's just turning up. Huge pistol around there. I hope we get to see it from his point of view eventually because that looked ridiculous. Force 5 in Cloud9. If you get enough kills here, they actually got 4. They're going to be forcing in the second. It's a bold move to make. Normally get the AKs in the third. They've got 2 here in the second round, 3 Tech-9s to go with them. It's quite powerful. Can work out. We'll see what they can do here. They've got utility to go with it as well after the bomb was planted. You can see they've fired the MP9 looking to shut it down. He gets 2 kills, but Stewie gets 1 in return from Palace.
Lovely stuff on the MP9 to counter out that of the AK. The early buy, bomb still planted in. Cloud9, very aggressive early purchase. Want to take this immediately back, all the momentum away from SK, but they've got low HP in doing it, and Fur, he himself is only on 2. Picked up 2 kills to put them in this problem, this precarious situation. Stewart tries to flash back through towards CT. Player's not in behind him, though, so that means he can actually back away and try and take this position, take advantage of it. Slow acts from SK so far on this retake. 4 players going in. They've got to go quickly, though. They only have 1 kit, and that's going to be in the hands of Cole. Good shot by Taco to start it off, but nothing's going to cover off. It's fallen down. Bomb sticking very quickly, all things considered, and the AK's holding them off. Nothing getting unfallen. This is on the defuse. Automatic pops out late, and he's actually going to take down Taco as well. Very well held in the firebox position.
Yeah, SK waiting so long for that one. They were holding back, waiting for the teammates to get there together. The bomb was ticking away. Cloud9 probably couldn't believe their luck. They weren't being challenged at all there. By the time they come in, there's not enough time to check every single angle, and Cloud9 come out on top there with the full defuse coming in automatic, just sitting at the fireboxes for so long. Good shot, so that was great work from Fur to actually kick things off with that MP9, but it's all for naught. Cloud9 do answer back after losing the pistol. The force buy in the second somehow works out for them after losing those 2 frags. And not a force buy in return. SK just do a little partial buy here. A couple of deagles, CZs, and a flashbang. Still, you can never count these guys out of a round. I want to get too comfortable, Cloud9. Not just yet.
Taco can't find the deagle shot. Nothing's going to pull it. The aggressive buy works for Cloud9. It could have been massively detrimental if it didn't. Shroud tries to back away from mid and get back over toward the fight. Going into the B site, no one there to really take down, no one there to actually exchange blows with, so they'll get a bomb plant out of this for nothing. Fallen walking up mid, spot Shroud, but he's already taken down, well, now 3, Fur as well. FNX at the bottom of the stairs over toward A site.
Yeah, not really much you can do about this, I'm afraid. The bomb's down in B, he's got the USP, and Cloud9, after losing the pistol from an epic play from FNX, I have to say. It's going to be 2-1. Have a look at the cash here as well. Not really enough to justify a buy here from the Brazilian side. They could bring out an AWP on Fur and some deagles and Famases. I just don't think it's worth it at this point. They've got the map advantage. Don't want to throw away their economy so early on in the game. So Cloud9, default for now. Smoke towards middle. Actually going to be presenting quite a lot of manpower towards the A side of the map. They could just do the smoke at the start. They know it's pretty much going to be either a very weak buy for SK or another eco coming in. So just going to be going in with the set smokes, flashes as well, stay as a unit, try and frag together. They've got the SMGs and Tech-9 as well. Send them in first. If Stewie can get out successfully with the first frag, they can give it to the side, but good timing from Fallen actually takes him down to open things up.
Shroud walking up connector. He's going to try and get in behind Fur. Exchange is going in. It's an awkward one at that, and Shroud finally does take him down. Serves to buy time for Automatic inside the site to take FNX. Smoke off in front of him at Sandwich, and he knows there was a second player there. I'm sure he saw Fallen. I'm 100% sure of it, but they're looking away, so maybe not. Mac 10 for Fallen. This could be quite good if they overlook this. Smoke to go off on Palace. They think he's gone down the hallway. He could be in a prime position. Waits. Flash comes in, waits a little longer, tries to deny the plant. He's going to do exactly that for the Mac 10. It takes so many bullets, it means he's traded back immediately after. It does mean the bomb's on the ground, but it won't matter. Automatic's going to take cold. It was clever.
Oh, yeah. Not the ideal situation in terms of the weaponry available for him, but he does manage to deny the bomb. They get a couple of kills and what essentially was a full eco. But 3-1 for Cloud9. But a lot of work to do here, I'm afraid. We go into the first real gun round here. SMG's thrown away, AKs across the board for Cloud9, but the AWP comes in for Fallen. The danger man, especially on the CT side, so dynamic, aggressive. We'll see what he can bring to the table here. Smokes himself in towards the connector. And has vision as well, spots one player crossing over to the mid boxes. Will he reface? That's the question. Yes, he will. Okay, gets away with that.
Yeah, it doesn't quite hit it. Stewie. Flash back into the smoke. He's trying to just get down the catwalk position, but it's going to be Cold on the other end of it that catches him off. Now SK's got something to work with inside the site. Cold snapping back up. It's Taco hit the second, but he's still here, and Taco rotates back around. Cold closes it up all the way from catwalk.
Oh, then. Great work from SK Gaming, not dropping a single frag there either. First real gun round, they send out a message to Cloud9. The B site is closed for maintenance, I'm afraid. Cloud9 still have money to buy into round number 6, but how much? That's the question. It's still pretty decent. It's going to be scooted on the AWP. They have got 4 AKs to go with it as well. Nothing. It's going to presumably pick up a weapon. So what is Galil? So not as strong as I'd have thought, but they managed to get the utility buyout as well. Smokes and Molotovs available. Smoke towards short. Have you got to control the mid boxes once again. There's a bit of aggression fair from the CTs. I think that's going to be FNX and Fur working for the window area. FNX now towards the underpass. In a bit of a peculiar situation. Gets taken down by Shroud. A misplay perhaps.
Fur looking for the shot at top middle as the smoke starts to fade off. Tagged up. Actually hitting the head through the wall. Puts him on 53. Shroud, meanwhile, we're going to try and walk back out from the underpass. So perhaps hitting Fur in the head serves to help Shroud because there's no one above him in the window to catch him off when he does walk out, but at the same time it rotates Fur into a position where he can watch the connector from inside of the site. Cold's going to wait inside of the smoke down back at the window. He's rotated in instead. That's the call, the change of play, knowing that he's more vulnerable in that position. He's got 100 HP, Fur doesn't, so put him there, but as he backs away, Automatic approaches, and he's gotten inside of window room already. Fur waiting for Shroud. That's going to be the exchange. One goes one way, one goes the other. Shroud wins his duel, but Automatic loses his to Cold, and Shroud's gone low HP. Has to back away. Cold's waiting for him to wrap back around. And Taco in all this is flanking C-Spawn. He's going to be almost perfectly timed to get there unless they go quick. Shroud's going to flash off. Cold catches him in the vents. Big kill to get. They follow it up. Falling goes down, and now they should be able to figure this out. And I think Skadoodle, yeah, already positioned for it.
Yeah, they're just eradicating every risk potential at this point. Taco comes in. It's 1 versus 4. Not going to be able to do anything with it, though. Skadoodle does take him down. There it is. That's a harsh reset for the CTs now. Okay, it's not as they actually managed to keep 5 players alive, so they can still buy, but still, the money situation is not going to be ideal. They get a FAMAS, 2 M4s, a UMP, no AWP available, so still, yes, they have money to buy. Not going to be fantastic for them, no AWP. They're so reliant on players like Fallen to pick that weapon up. Obviously have the double potential as well for coldzera to chime in. But here we go then. Kaneski giving a bounce back here. FAMAS, UMP. Presumably that means they have to go a little bit more aggressive this time. Fallen, yes, he pushes in towards the lower ramp on the A site. And coldzera, he's fighting towards short.
Skadoodle at the top of the horseshoe, waiting for Automatic to get more information, and Shroud to potentially start pushing in toward connector. Fur's inside of it, though. Just beyond it. Left side of the wall, behind the box. Waiting for the angle on the M4. Fallen's pushed up inside of A main as well, but right now it's going to be Shroud that starts this off. Hedge your bets on whether or not he finds Fur in that corner. With the smoke out in front of him, he's not going to be shown. It doesn't even need to find him. Automatic hits the shot instead from Cat. So Fallen pushed up on A. He's going to have Stewie walk in. This should be a kill. Stewie checks it. Does hold true, finds it, but that's going to discourage Cloud9 from approaching the A site. They'll go back over toward B. They've got automatic in the apartments, boosting Skadoodle up on top of the Cinders. Now, he has the bomb. So if he gets caught in a forward motion and goes down, that puts the bomb around the corner, but thankfully they've already gone in. Automatic's there. Skadoodle, lovely shot, takes Taco.
Bomb side open now. It's going to be actually laying down the red carpet for the terrace. I'll be planning straight away, but the bomb is coming in. The CT's now no kits, only 2 flashbangs. What's the call here? They have 3 rifles in their hands, the money's in the bin. Do they go for this? They're trying to wait to see if there's any sort of rotation. Maybe Cloud9 have a misplay and go for the fake, not meant to be. Fallens and T-Spawn, I think at this point they have to save Matt. They can't really justify this one about the kits, and it looks like it'll be exactly that. Cold Zera and FNX falling back. So great work there. Cloud9 after getting the first pick. Comes down to the 4-on-4 with Fallens pick up with the UMP. But at that point, Taco just can't do anything. Doesn't have enough to hold them off towards that B site that gets taken down. And 4 players surviving for Cloud9 here. So definitely giving us a very competitive game. It's not going to be a one-sided affair. That's what we saw on Overpass. But this is SK's pick, remember. So, oh no, sorry, this is Cloud9's pick. So this is pretty par for the course so far, them taking these initial rounds. But SK still very good on this map. This is what actually was the map that allowed them to explode onto the scene originally.
So we go to 5 rounds for Cloud9. It's going to be UMPs drawn up for SK. They want to go on this as hard as they possibly can. It's going to be Famasas to FNX. And that 1 AK-47. The lonely AK. And that's why they buy up, because they have that. They can justify it.
Well, they saved 3 weapons, right? So it's only going to be a smaller investment, those UMPs. We've just seen many people using that weapon to great result. We'll see whether it can actually deliver here in round number 8. Another big one. This will be certainly breaking the economy of the Brazilians if they lose this round. Huge advantage for Cloud9. Going to be hunting for frags here towards the B apartments. That's nothing. Just trying to show his presence at that point. Same story for Automatic, spraying through the smoke. Just seeing if any CT's getting aggressive towards that position. But not committing as of yet. No one towards the east side of the map at all for Cloud9. All 5 actually focusing towards either B apartments or middle. That does suggest there will be a B split coming in from short. They've still got smoke down for the connector and 2 more smokes regarding that situation as well. So that's looking very likely right now. Once again, it's Taco by himself on the B side.
Smoke out in front. Shroud goes forward of it, catches a nade. Actually, I say that. It goes beyond him. It somehow does absolutely no damage to him. So I would have thought that radius was close enough. Must have clipped on something. Speaking of something, it's Stewart. And we'll find Cold Zera in top of the ladder to start it off again for Cloud9. And that's the M4 gone for Cold. That's one of the 3 rifles, one of the 2 primary rifles. An automatic in on Taco. Had no idea he was that close to the pillar. Gets taken down immediately.
You've got to save again, I think, the CTs. No kits once more. And Shroud, he's in a great position. He hasn't moved. He's actually just stuck in the connector, waiting for these rotations to come in. The CTs have no chance here. They're going to have to save these weapons once more. It's only a FAMAS, a UMP, and an AK once again. They're going to be a 3rd stage loss bonus. So $2,400 on top of those weapons. They could drop a couple of FAMASs, try again. But this is a problem. That just means they're saving these weapons over and over again, and they're just buying into each round. They're not really getting what they need to actually win them at all. Not finding a single frag in round number 8. 6-2 now overall. Cloud9 with another great start here as we get to the mid-stage of the first half. So then, will any exit frags come in for SK? I don't think so. It's not really a reason to. You can see Cloud9 is kind of sticking together towards the B apartments, not overcommitting, sticking in a safe position. Got the AWP in hand, no one giving anything away. We have got 1 player in T-Spawn, that's Shroud. I think a little bit there, but no frags found. So like I said, this is actually a bit of a problem for SK. Yep. I would say take a pause here. Like I said, the options are to pause, you have to buy. You might as well when you have 3 weapons left over, but it's a couple of FAMASs, that's about it. anything left over, and it continues and continues where you don't have enough money to actually really get rolling.
So the timeout is the call from Fallen. See what he can come up with. That AK still in the hands. Cold Zero's got 5 kills, but he's only got 2,500. He's left to just a pistol. Drop over, who could possibly bring something else to the table here? FNX could throw away the FAMAS, potentially bring up another one. We're back into it. 30-second timeouts are quick.
Indeed they are. Well, then round number 9. The call is a more conservative one, it seems, from the Brazilians. They don't fully invest into this one. So what has Taco done? He's bought up about $1,000. He's got a 5/7 head armor. So it means one of his teammates go down, at least he has the armor to go with a fallen weapon, potentially. Cold Zera. He hasn't bought anything. He's only got the deagle, no armor. That suggests he might be thinking about a double upset of going forward. Could be a good adjustment, all things considered. Cloud9 certainly getting a convincing lead so far. And then to round number 9. They know the money situation is going to be poor for SK, not giving anything away at this point, just sticking up. And in the same sort of mentality we saw before, the bomb in the B halls holding up with 3 players outside the A ramp. Just going to be holding for any CTs pushing in. They're going to be waiting here for a while, it seems. Fallen, very similar positions of the UMP on that A ramp, hoping someone walks into his crosshair. I don't think Stewie will fall for the same trick twice. Let's see if it works out. Of course, Fallen can be flashed in over the wall there. Could go for it, but I don't think... Oh, okay, pulls one out. Is he going for it? Yes, he is.
Flash in. Oh, Stewie manages to turn away, dodge it, turn back, hit the shot. Fallen goes down. That's massive for Cloud9. And they get started inside of the site. Molotov to go out on the inside of the smoke at Jungle. Flash in. All the utility used. SK, like you said, their rise to fame when they were Kaboom. This was the map they did it on. Bomb's gone over toward B. Now, interestingly enough, they haven't accounted for Cold. They think they faked this out perfectly, and FNX pulls back kills. Now it's rolling for SK as he gets one on the deagle. Taco goes down. Shroud's trying to find exactly where Cold's gone. They're going to flush him out with a Molotov, but he's picked up an AK, and evolved Cold Zero finds Shroud. And it is just Skadoodle remaining. FNX coming in from Catwalk should be able to catch him off when he goes in behind the bench. And they've lost track of Cold. He's in behind the pillar. No idea where he is. Just as he spots him, FNX is there.
Big round for SK. After getting that first frag towards the A ramp, I thought that was it. Cloud9 had done enough to just get to that B side, but they didn't count for FNX being there. He's got the AK towards the end, and he's hitting some stellar shots there with a bit of help from Cold Zero as well. 6-3, SK claw one back, and I said the money just wasn't in a position to actually really get rolling here, but picking up one of those difficult rounds has put them back in a fantastic position. It got the open hand once again, of course, for Fallen, as we enter round number 10, 6-3. Money for Cloud9. Regardless, it's going to be Skadoodle picking up that first kill, takes out fire. I assume he's going aggressive towards the top of mid. Shroud coming from underpass as well. Molotov thrown to slow him down.
So smoke will be drawn in front of nothing. It does have a bit of a gap toward it if he gets on top of the bench, which I think he did with the couch as it is, to try and see toward the van, but Taco wasn't showing. Fallen and FNX, the only 2 over toward the A site right now after losing Fur early on, and FNX is actually going to go very passive. He's rotated back outside of the vent, so he'll watch that from CT to make sure no one pushes through it. But he gives up jungle, he gives up mid in doing so, and it puts a lot of pressure on the AWP of Fallen, who's looking A main right now. Meanwhile, Cloud9, they might want to go B, which could be the best thing that could ever happen for SK considering the positioning.
Yeah, back to B they go, by the looks of things. They have one smoke, and it'll be Shroud once again. He holds for the rotations, that connector area. His teammates getting ready to deploy themselves as there are 2 waiting for them now, Taco and Cold Zera, a deadly duo.
Cold corner as well. He's going to have to turn back and cover off for Taco. Fallen's gotten Shroud. That's going to be the go. That's the way to go to B, because that's the man down that's going to cover rotations. In they go. Taco holding by bench. His teammate gone. They read it well, but Taco's able to turn around. He's now got to stay alive. He's pitched against the wall. Lovely headshot. Nothing down. And he spots him another in the corner. Taco brilliant as he's inside of the site. It's just Skadoodle. And he's, well, got Taco, so forget the nice crescendo, but a brilliant bit of work from him to cut this down now to a 1 versus 2. And Skadoodle checking every corner. Not being spotted in doing so is going to drop in triangle for the bomb. Nearly catches a shot on Fallen, who's now just waiting for it to present, and it does.
My word, Taco. After letting his teammate die from the B apartments there, he certainly delivers with the shots that came in after that. The AK lighting up Cloud9 at that point. I'm sure we've got a replay of those kills coming in. It was the second one that was impressing me. Look at this, in the air, catches him as he's falling down. Third shot was great as well. Nice work from Taco overall. Cloud9, like he said, as soon as Shroud went down, that was the call to go into the B side, but I didn't expect that sort of defense to be up against them. Now SK finally have broken the economy of Cloud9. It's going to be a partial buy from them. Tech 9s, Deagles, 3 sets of armor, a couple of smokes as well. Towards the B side, it seems. Normally going to throw those smokes towards the short archers, try and deny vision from the CTs, but Taco, he's continuing the good form in the previous round. He gets a kill on Stewart, make it 2.
Back into the smoke, automatic gone down. It's Cold that's playing the secondary approach on this position from Catwalk. As Taco shuffled his position, this will catch them off because they've been used to seeing toward the bench in the truck. Instead, he's way over toward the window now, falling, peeking out. Nothing's bypassed this. With Taco gone, the Tech 9 rather, excuse me, in toward Checker, but it's all for naught at this point, surely, with 4 players facing him down, falling with a fast shot. SK climbs right back into this game.
Well.
And now we get the pause coming from Cloud9 as a response.
Well, they have money available now. A nice full buy. Shroud with about $7,600. He can drop orbs over. To be fair, Skadoodle could use it. He's only got 5,000 himself. So SK suddenly come to life now. 3 rounds in a row after that difficult buy with the UMPs and Famases. They're doing some great work here. He's into round number 12. If you are just joining us, where the hell have you been? You missed a hell of a barn burner on Overpass. 13-2 in favor of Cloud9, which they actually ended up losing in overtime. We're now here on Cloud9's pick of Mirage. Started off very well for them. They're actually 6-2 up at one point, but SK fighting back as ever. They're going to be finding 3 rounds in a row, and another gun round coming in. Orbs out for Skadoodle, 4 acres as well. They've got everything they need for a full execution, but what's the play? Timeout obviously means SK get a chance to discuss as well. Normally, if you want to be on the CT side and surprise a tease, you might be adapting to what you're doing. You throw a spanner in the works, maybe go for an aggressive mid-play, send the orb towards Palace. Something a bit different, just find the first pick and just shut down whatever they had in mind.
Skadoodle and automatic top of mid, bomb down in that position toward the horseshoe with Stewie. Meanwhile, he's going to be pushing in toward Palace. Shroud underpass. Very standard default to try and go for a late A split if they can get the mid control. Cold Zero's on Cat as well. He's going to be able to cover off with for now play a pinch position. Less and less teams. Remember, you go back 2 years ago, it was window was always the default playing there because of the smoke. So this is usually how it's responsed. As Fur misses some shots, goes early on it, tries to get the jump, and as he commits, gets peaked by 2. Bit of a miss, as it is going to be automatic taking the damage, but Taco pulls it back, jumps down on nothing.
What a response. It's such a reactive map. If you lose that first frag, someone needs to step out there this time. It's Taco pushing the B apartments and finds nothing in return. He's actually got control of the B side of the map as well now. He will be falling back, but he's got the man control under... Okay, Stewie, what the hell was that? Double sprayed out from Palace.
Lovely as he walks out. FNX does get the trade back. He's going to go toward A main. He's got position to hold that off, but at the meantime, it's going toward B. It's Taco, who's got to go back in. The man who pulled this back early has 3 against him. Inside the side, automatic's already too far around. And Cloud9 now have control. Just speaking of Taco, he's at 8 kills total, but in the last 3 rounds, I think he's got about 7 of them. So he's doing very well to step up when they go to the B site.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, FNX now, he's going to need to step up a little bit more than that if he's going to win this round. 3 versus 1. Having a look for now, but Skadoodle, he's got his number, takes him down there, and it's going to be Cloud9 finding their 7th round. So back towards the B side they went, and Cloud9 managing, after the pause as well, to pick one up after losing 3 in a row. The money, it's not in a fantastic position for SK overall, but still they get the AWP out. It's going to be UMP once again. Taco, what can you buy? I'm sure you have a drop down ready for him. It's another UMP, so it's not great. Money's actually a bit of a problem for both sides. This is a very big round, could force double eco either way. As you get into it, round number 13, the dying sectors of the first half here. Fallen, a lot of pressure on his shoulders to deliver here, considering the weaponry available for the team. He'll be in connector looking for the first pick once again, but Skadoodle surely be more passive this time. Actually not that much presence, but actually nothing. He's actually got a connector, but what a shot from Fallen. Blows his head off and connector there.
Lovely stuff. Now he can actually put himself in a position to help for an FNX when they do go for the main take. Automatic's going to be late inside the window, but look at Cloud9, Shroud, Skadoodle, Stewie again, and all of a sudden it's down to Taco. He pulls one back with the UMP. He's going to try and upgrade that onto an AK as the bomb will go down. And Cloud9, incredible on the entry considering Fallen had a great position.
Absolutely, that's right. And this will mean an eco now for SK Gaming. And going forward to round number 14, it will be Taco just trying to save, presumably actually edging in for this one. Fancies it seems. No kit, just one flashbang trying to... Oh, okay. He finds the AWP. That's great. Press E. There it is. Can fall back. That's actually pretty interesting. Picks it up, Matt. Yes, they cannot buy into the next round, but a player like Fallen, he positioned himself correctly. Like I said, aggressive towards Palace, for example. Finds an AK for a teammate, funnels him to the other side. Maybe they've got a B-stack going on. That's when it gets interesting. So saving this AWP is certainly necessary at this point.
He's going to get away with it. He goes back out toward mid, and thankfully for his sake, Stewie's gone over toward... I believe it's Stewie. Shroud over toward B, so gets away with it. 8 rounds now for Cloud9. SK brought this back from, I think it was 6-1. Yeah, that was lovely. And now they fall a little bit shy again, and money, although yes, like you say, very important, they get that AWP onto Fallen, isn't there, so it's going to be Fallen on an AWP. Taco with the armor saved, the rest of them on pistols.
Well, here we go then, round number 14. No one forcing into this round has Fallen. We set pressure with him again, see if he can deliver. This time he's opting to go towards the B apartments. There has been presence there from the terrorist. Oh, what a battle that was, one-on-one with the orb. Skadoodle hits the shot, but Fallen, he goes one better and takes him down.
Does indeed, big kill to find. He goes to 16 HP for it. Cold, behind the pillar, P250, needs headshots and can't find them, just barely missing out on one against Automatic. Fallen's got himself rotated around, being dynamic. Another shot through the smoke. Bomb gets off the plant, he almost finds that to deny it. As Fallen goes full hero with the only weapon they have. And a boost going up to see above the smoke. Flash comes through. Shroud, I think, is planting bomb right now, so that should be down. Yes, it is. And that puts pressure on now for SK because they don't have kits. Fallen had found that kill on the bomb. What a different story this might have been right now.
They've got 2 orbs at the moment. Did it save these weapons, considering now Shroud found that kill 3-on-2? I think they should, but Taco, he's proving me wrong. He finds another one, but now I think Fallen, he has to get out of the situation, surely.
Problem is he can't. If he goes back towards CT, Stewie's going to walk out from the vent. Fallen's inside the site. He fancies this. Again, though, no kit, no time, and he's going to go down. So Stewie wins it out. Taco did a good job of finding that first kill, but got caught off at jungle.
Yeah, we could see what the idea was there at that point. It was Fallen towards the B apartments, finds that first shot. It's on your screen right now. Problem is he goes down to low HP. As soon as he gets it though, he's trying to be dynamic. He's actually trying to get back towards it as fast as he can, towards City Spawn. Finds another kill, going for the wall bangs there as well. Could have been interesting had he pulled one of those off. Not meant to be. The last round here, Cloud9 another great first half. 9-5, looking to get double figures here. Up against the Famases and M4s of the CTs. Looking maybe to push into the A ramp. It'll be Fur and FNX there. Flashes go over. Will they be able to find anything for this?
Stewie. It's going to get dropped down by Fur. Aggressive play to get information early. Cut off Cloud9. Skadoodle's got bomb as well. It's Automatic and Nothing that are working with him inside mid. Fallen. He's the one inside of the connector. And Nothing's going to walk directly into him, or is he? Turns back and finds him. Cold's got the shot from Cat, though. Flash goes over. This should catch him in duration, and he's going to get taken down. No, he's not! Taco saves him. They both got blinded up. It gets awkward, and Skadoodle falls on a mistimed flash as he goes around a little bit too soon. And that puts Bomb in a very rough position as well. Now SK's got something to control in this. Taco shows. Cold tries to bait off of it. Goes down. Remember, he was on low HP, but look at FNX. He's already inside of the apartments trying to get on their heels. And Taco inside of the site can hold them for Fur to get the lineup. Bomb into the default position, but not going to be planted. Nothing has to fight. Goes by. Fur calls it. Taco knows it. Now with the flash comes in. Hits the shot. Bomb down again. Shroud does damage, but in comes FNX. Entering stage left. He should be right there, and yes, he is.
There it is, 9-6. SK managed to pull the last round back against all odds. Had Famases and M4s. They push in towards the A ramp, get a lot of information, funnel Cloud9 towards B, and they're winning the duels there. Taco, like you said, not a huge amount of frags, but when they come into him in B, he's holding strong, finds another 2 there, and it's 3 players surviving for SK. 9-6, still anyone's game. SK, known to be formidable in this map. They'll be swapping over to the T side, where they actually showed us what could be done originally with this one. I'm sure they'll be showing more innovations here in the grand final, but we'll take a quick break before it starts. Don't go anywhere. This one could get very interesting indeed.
Maps pick. I can't say that word. Those words.
Cloud9's map pick.
Thank you.
There you go. Anyway, it's going to be SK Gaming, like you said, 4 sets of armor. Fallen, he's the utility player. He's got a smoke and 2 flashbangs. If they win this round, all of a sudden it's 9-9. Well, should be. And at that point, it's anyone's game. I kind of hope they do win it, just so I want us to go the distance again. I'd love to see another overtime. They're always so hype. And it's going to be 5 players towards the B-Halls, it seems. 4 SK, 1 smoke. Where's that heading? It's normally towards the end of the apartment itself, but that's not going to be the case this time. Fallen throws it in, actually towards the short arch. Flash comes in now. Who can step up for Cloud9 and hold them off?
Shroud trying to find the shots as well as they bypass. Can't find the head, nearly does. Goes back around, he's trying to dance in this. Bomb's gonna be planted, but he might be able to catch this off. Does, but it goes down, so they've got chance here to hold off the retake. 4 members left for Cloud9, 2 only for SK. And those 2 are now down to 1 as Fur gets jumped in on by nothing. Good shot from Cold, follows up, he's got 2. Dancing around, he's got 3! Cold Zero gonna get dropped in the end by Automatic. But my God, what a chance he gave himself.
Good Lord. I thought that was it. I was out of my chair. 3 headshots there for Cold Zera. You've got to appreciate how good this is. You can only respect it, really. I thought he had every chance of finishing that one off. He just looked so composed. Every headshot as clean as you like. Let's have another look at that. This first one, he kicked it off. He just needs an inch. 3 headshots. It's so scary to play against him, is it not? Luckily, though, it was the last kill coming in for Cloud9. They managed to win the pistol. That's big. Forced by, though, after getting the bomb down. We saw similar teams from Cloud9 here. Seems a lot of teams were doing this in these big games. FNX are the only AK. 3 Tech 9s and a Deagle as well. 2 smokes, 3 flashbangs, make it 4, and a Molotov as well. Big round for Cloud9. If they can win this as another eco, and they're so close to taking this second map. Great start here once again.
Nade goes in, perfectly placed, will catch off Fur, and he will go down to 62. Fallen's going to work up on Catwalk, bomb in his hands. It looks like B again for SK. Skadoodle on the scout. Big pistol for them to win. Gives them a chance to drive this all the way home. Still a long way before that home is found. Shroud's going to chime in. Does go down in the end, actually. FNX, who jumps in on the AK and has a shot against both Automatic and Shroud. They'll throw guns around because of HP, but this gives them time to get the bomb down. They've got a man advantage to work with. Caught off in the corner. Ooh. Nearly not caught off entirely, and it actually gives Taco time to refrag, as nothing has to put so much time and effort into finding the kill in the corner. Skadoodle with that scout we did mention has a chance for a 1-shot against FNX, given his HP on 13. Stewart's got to try so hard with this UMP to bait them out. Good tag in. Now they're very low. A good find on FNX. Exactly that scout. Stewart, though, walks around, catches off Taco. 1 to find. It's Cold Zera, and he's been clever behind the van. Tapping UMP. Denies the defuse. There's a kid still on Stewart, and he's going to go back out to the left side. Tries to bait him in, and it works again for Stewie. But does he have it?
He's got it.
Just barely got it. That is extremely close.
Lovely, lovely work.
Even Cold can't believe how close that is.
Yeah, I think he thought he'd done enough at that point as well. Denies the defuse. And like you said, that's a nice little double bait there. We used to see that on like a map like Inferno towards the emo area. You have 2 players in towards that position when the bomb's down as well. You keep the CT's kill on there. They assume there's never going to be 2. And this time Cold Zera shows his hand at the right time, but low HP. Stewie just finishes him off there with a USP, so very composed stuff from him. Came right down to the wire, but that's the force by thwarted there by Cloud9. SK now just have to take the Deagles. As we go to round number 18, it's getting very interesting here indeed. 2 in a row. Very close rounds. Cold Zera has been left in both situations and what are next situations and just can't quite deliver in both of them. Deagles across the board, but they're still keeping pressure applied to Cloud9's economy here. Stewie exposed himself to those Deagles, finds 1 kill, commits to the spray, takes some damage but gets out of there.
Cold at the top and middle as well with that Deagle, still trying to find a shot. Close rounds twice for SK going into the B site in these eco situations. Quasi-buys, as we used to call them, whatever you'd like. The 2 situations where you can't buy after losing the pistol, and now Cloud9 have themselves on 11. And this time as well, SK, they just got to sit back and be complacent. They've got to allow this one to expire, and when it goes to 6 to 12, that's when they can really get the charge back on with weapons. Taco last alive in this.
Well, just Taco remains. The Deagles not really delivering much here, apart from a few flesh runes there. Taco, he'll be falling last, and the pause comes in for Fallen. So, 12-6, Cloud9 have the lead once again, map up. That doesn't necessarily mean good news overall for the North American side. 13. Fallen, one of the absolute best snipers in the world. Can't bring that weapon in, but he's not too shabby with the AK either, so don't worry about that. And we'll be round number 19. And still, we have got a UMP and a FAMAS here for Cloud9. With this lead they have, it's justified, trying to build up the bank balance going forward. Skadoodle staying on the scout. That's actually considering that Fallen doesn't have the AWP. That's fine, you know, it's actually okay.
Not bad at all. AK's out. Smoke's available now for SK. Time to see if that execution-based play, that strategic style, will come to fruition on this map. Fast play for Cold to get all the way out toward middle before that smoke lands. They face early and a double smoke. So they actually get their goal and accomplished, smoking off that mid window and bait out a little bit of utility from the CTs, because in that window, Stewart wants to try and cross back over and stay alive, so he puts one out of his own. He'll do so. He's got 24 HP still to work with. One of the 3 members with a kit right now on the CT side as well. Keep that in mind if it does come to another bomb plant. We've seen a few of them already from SK.
All to play for him. They make their way towards the A site. They have got that mid control we talk about so much. Fallen with the bomb there as well. FNX waiting at the A round. The CT's trying to challenge as well. Shroud, he's towards Shaw, but connector control obtained by 5. Shroud does face at this point. He could catch him out, but deciding to focus towards B. He's actually the only player at that point at the moment. So 1 minute mark comes in. What's left for SK? They've got a smoke, 4 Molotovs and a couple of flashbang. That's it. Looks like they're heading back towards B. The bomb's still in T-spawn though, so not actually able to commit at this stage. With 1 player in the connector, they still have options. That's going to be Fur just waiting, lying in wait to see what's available for him.
It's Taco with his smoke slowly fading before he can jump around that corner. Stewie boosted is actually quite clever considering his HP in this situation. Shroud's going to bounce a Molotov. They'll be slightly forward of that. It'll do a bit of damage onto Cold. Even less than that onto Taco. Taco's actually walked back into it, I think. I thought he was beyond it. Now Stewie in the corner. Does make it work. Fallen's going to fall to nothing. Great setup from Cloud9. And the first gun round looking like it's going to go their way as well. Cold's trying to find an angle that's favorable. They've got 17 seconds and nothing's got Cold. Bomb goes back over toward A though. Good adaptive call. FNX tagged up. Has to go back in for the plant. 11 seconds as Fur bails him out, but it leaves him on 2 HP to try and make this work. Fur sprays down 2. Never go through the cubby hole. It's a sitting duck, and suddenly it works for Fur. He's traded back. FNX with 2 HP has to make this work. Bomb planted for him in the middle of the boxes. And Skadoodle's already in on the scout. It's lethal at this point, as 2 is the AK for Stewie. And he's looking like he's getting ready to jump across. Skadoodle already in the corner, gonna tap this out, force the peek back in. And he's actually around the corner of it. He's gonna hold this down, 10 seconds, tries to spray it in. No repeat coming out, Stewart jumps over, he's low, but he can't respond fast enough, FNX. And now one of the kits comes back into play. It's gonna be 13 for Cloud9.
Oh, it was close there, wasn't it? I think it was a 5-on-2 at that stage. He managed to get towards the A side. Like you said, they're running through the vent at that point and getting mowed down. It comes down to the 2 versus 1, and FNX certainly had a chance to finish things off there. Great work by Fur. Fantastic stuff from him to even give them a chance. You'll have to buy up in this round once again. The lead increases, 13-6 for Cloud9, looking like they will actually... Well, actually, I'm not going to get ahead of myself. Let's not say that. Let's not bring the curtain just yet, you know. 5 AKs available for SK. No AWP still on this T side. 2 smokes, 3 flashbangs. Maybe just a simple execution here, considering the setup right now. The bombs in Palace. 1 player on the air around with FNX. They can just smoke towards the steps and jungle, flash spawn, and try and overrun the CTs. It's not great, but something as nothing finds the first 2 kills. Lovely work by him.
Great start off for Cloud9 again this time. 14 rounds looming. They just need to get 3 more. And a flash comes in. Great positioning. Good positions to peek out again, and they're going to catch them off. This is done. It's going to be an absolute slaughter with only 1 kill going to SK. 14 Cloud9, as I mentioned. 8 still, or rather, excuse me, 6 still for SK. 6 is not closed. But what a performance from Cloud9 in this map as well. After the start they had on Overpass, the heartbreaking loss, they mentioned it on the desk, Alex brought it up. E-League, very recently, Cloud9 was able to take down SK in an offline conditions on this map. But we mentioned it was a very, very different story in front of these Brazilians.
14-6. Has to be a force buy from SK to stay alive here. Round difference is too big to actually justify another recon and allow Cloud9 to get to number 15. It's a Tech 9, 2 Galils, 2 AKs and some smokes. No mid control obtained for now, but they're going to be flashing in and trying to get it, lock it down. As Skadoodle, he comes back towards the window. This could be the moment he finds another frag. There it is, takes down Fur, can fall back at this point.
We're getting closer still to that mid position. Cold's got bomb, he's on Cat. And Fallen and Taco are inside the apartments. He wants to go. FNX has to hold off a peek for Cold until he gets around the corner. Flash comes through. FNX is down and Cold's trapped in. He's the sitting duck right now. He's vulnerable as can be from that connector position, but they're not peeking through. For his sake, that's massive because now he can start to round the corner, but it's going to be Shroud in the sight. Taco actually kills Fallen trying to get him, and Automatic puts Cloud9 on map point.
There it is, 15-6. Of course, a pause comes in at this point. It is going to be maximum loss bonus. 15-6. Do you know what? SK haven't found a single round here back on the second half. It's 9-0.
And considering how close it was in the first two, we've had defuses on, what was it, I think 3 out of the first 4 rounds.
Yeah. It
looked like you had to think when the guns came up, that would transfer into wins, but it never has, and it's broken them completely, I have to say. Cloud9's done well. Surely
this is it for Cloud9. After winning 13-2 in the first half of Overpass, can you imagine they picked up that map and then completely rolled SK on Mirage that they are now? What a storyline that would have been. It's looking very likely we'll go to the third map here. 4 Galils and AK, but still you can never count SK out, although this time I'd say it's pretty likely they're going to be going into that third map. We'll see what happens here. Smokes, flashbangs, a couple of decoys in there for good measure, and this is it. Can SK keep their head above water?
3 players outside of A main trying to get into the site. Bomb is over toward B,
what
though.
What is this? So what is the intention here? So they've got the smokes.
The old
switcheroo.
Yeah, just 4 guys go, force the rotation, I'll just slip in and then clutch.
I guess they want to just do all the smokes, send 2 in, look for the kills, and then everyone run back towards the B halls. But look, there's going to be 1 player pushing. That's Shroud. He's in a perfect position to shut this down.
Exactly, because they've rotated the other 2 players over, at least partially over, as Automatic is outside of the vents at mid. But Fallen could be faced by Shroud, and he's just made a lot of noise on that stairwell. Shroud may hear him here. So it's not going to be the full commitment to trying that 4-1 fake out play with a clutch coming in from Fallen. Instead, he goes back over and joins them, but now they actually have pulled rotations in the side of the map that they want to take, which is a bit peculiar in that sense.
This is it now. We get to the 1-minute mark. It will be a full execution here. We have 3 smokes, 1 for CD Spawn, 1 for Jungle, 1 for Steps. Flash in, hope for the best. The Galils have to go up against the fully equipped with 3 AK CTs, no less, and an AWP Skadoodle as well.
Nothing with a flash in his face, stays at Sandwich, gets them to walk in, gets them to commit. Good duck down from Cold, bypasses the bullets and gets the trade back in. But Stewart comes out from Firebox, he's got 2! Cloud9, they might have map 2 in this series, especially as Skadoodle's gonna take down Cold. It's all left to Taco. And Firebox, living up to his name, is gonna get set ablaze, catches one on the way through, but Shroud's there, and Cloud9 have forced out map 3.
They've done it! They bounced back. There was speculation as to whether they would after that sort of devastating, crushing defeat after having the 13-2 lead. They're looking on point now, though you have to say that was a formidable victory. And SK not really arriving in that second half at all. The money was a massive problem. Fallen never really got on the AWP, and their T-sides aren't looking too great at the moment, SK. We do move on to Dust 2 next, Matt. I didn't think it would happen after the first one, but there it is. I don't think it is Dust 2. I might have got that wrong.
Well, with that said, there the desk is ready. It's Dust 2 coming up. That'll be a brawl with these 2 teams, and we've got to see Skadoodle step up to it, but the desk is there. Cloud9 looking informed, guys, especially after the E-League, or rather victory over SK. They do it again.
Yes, indeed, they do. It's going to be going into a third. Cloud9 have proven to us here, amongst all of the doubt on the desk, that they are capable of bouncing back, stamping their authority on the CS scene and adding another team to the list of giants currently competing in our favorite video game. Let's jump in, though. It's going to be Dust 2 a third. It's the decider. SK Gaming versus Cloud9. Your casters are chomping at the bit to get going.
Yes, we certainly are ready to get back into it. It's been a long time, I have to say, where this grand final curse seems to be a thing. As of lately, with the mix-up that is currently in CSGO, this unpredictability, our grand finals have been great. Starladder was great, ESL 1 New York was great. This has been excellent so far. And I don't think it's going to be anything short of that in Dust 2.
Dust 2, what a way to finish it off. Very loose, very explosive, and very exciting. We'll see whether it delivers as we go into the third and final map here between Cloud9 and SK Gaming. 4 sets of armor, not actually going towards long. It's been a trend recently. It'll be nothing with the smoke and 2 flashbangs. Actually, quite a strong hold towards lower B. 3 players in that position as well. Skadoodle top of mid, and nothing with the flashbangs towards that area as well. B split, I would say, very likely considering where the bomb is and the smoke and CD spawn. This is it now, and the CD's hold them off.
Stewie's wrapped around.
Oh,
Cold takes the shots, takes 2 and 3, Out he goes, and SK's alive early on Dust. As Cold looks to go back inside the site, Taco's gonna get the kill, and FNX will close it, but what a round to start this map, and specifically for coldzera.
My God. He had some very impressive rounds in the previous map, unable to touch him just about, but you know what a performance that is. Just so precise, so crisp with that USP. He delivers. And now it's Cloud9. It's Force Fire in the second. Skadoodle with the scout. They get some deagles, P50s. A couple of flashbangs, that's about it. Try to use that long spawn we talk about so much to get that first pick, but taking a bit of damage in return, and well, we'll be falling back.
Finally, SK will convert an opening pistol round. They've got to be weary of the fact, though, that there's a possibility of that eco coming in that Cloud9's already delivered.
Look at the buy. 5 UMPs to the SK Gaming.
On Mirage, yeah, just to go back, Mirage, they did win that pistol, but again, they lost this round, so they have to convert this one over. But you're right, 5 UMPs on Dust 2. Keep in mind as well, SK, we've talked about this a bit. Dust 2 used to be good for them in the former roster. They switched to the new one. They got 0-16. Did it again as well with Showtime in online. It's a little different to get Renegades, who have now, by the way, qualified into the qualifier for the major, in case anyone was keeping track of the EU, or the Asian minor. But Dust 2's been a little bit of a problem for them, and they've slowly warmed up to it again. So this isn't, I mean, if I had to pick two teams on paper, I'd say Cloud9's got slightly the better hand here. Good shot in from Stewie. Those are good hands.
Certainly helps, doesn't it? But gets his head blown off towards the mid doors. Still a minute remaining. The problem is only flashbangs available for Cloud9 yet. Need a couple of smokes to guarantee an entrance to the side, but still, we do have the option of the run boost. They have got the man advantage, and as I pointed out, 4 UMPs to the CTs. They haven't really got the range to go toe-to-toe with the likes of the Deagles or a scout for that matter as well. So it will be an A play towards the end. Decent grenade comes in, but they've got a flash that will go over. 25 seconds, here's the commitment.
Nothing around toward the quad position. Fallen gonna try and do anything but fall in this situation. He's got to stay alive with these UMPs. Bomb plant already coming in, and a fast shot automatic. This is the round they lost in Mirage. It looks the same fate here as Cloud9 wraps back in, and Taco, everyone down. All 5 stay alive. SK lose yet another anti-eco situation, and Cold looks frustrated, I have to say, in the corner. That's impressive stuff from Cloud9, as Fallen just can't get back around the corner, and the shots from long don't land.
Well then, Cloud9 with the force buy in the second, the Deagles. I've always said it's a really interesting decision there. From SK, they do that a lot with the 5 SMGs in the second round. You need the range in some scenarios to hold off a Tech 9 armor buy as well, but let's see what happens here. Not so much a full force buy from SK here in the third round. They're going to have CZ's Deagles and the scout for Fallen this time. But you can see Cloud9 picking up all the UMPs in the previous round and probably using them as well. But Fallen, he kicks things off with a scout headshot. Nice work from him. He was actually towards short there. I think he was being boosted up. I'll have to confirm. Where was that first kill?
Well, you can easily...
He's in the pit. There it is. We found it.
We found it. FNX's scout. For Fallen to work with Stewie down. coldzera wants the shot, gets it as well. Headshot onto Skadoodle. And he can fall back down into bottom. Now they're going to wrap around behind him, go toward the B site, which he has left completely open as a result of pushing up. They'll know that. They can try and pinch in and catch them off. The one problem in this is a Cold and FNX, and Fur for that matter, get caught by nothing. Mind you, it is a UMP from far. They now know he's there. But while they battle with him, Shroud's going to try and push back through the smoke. They're pushing each other. They run into each other, and it's automatic that turns back and saves it. Comes back into the site itself, and Shroud steps back up. How does that all unfold? And Cloud9 win it despite a very awkward situation.
Absolutely very awkward. SK Gaming finding the first 2 kills there. Compliments to the scout shot from it. Fallen to open things up. 5-on-3, Cloud9 make their way towards the B side. The bomb comes planted, and all of a sudden, it looks like SK Gaming have won the round, but it's Shroud pushing in towards that tunnel area. He has to make something happen there. He can't just sit back and allow a full retake to come in from SK Gaming. The flash is perfect. Mows them down with the SMG with the help from Automatic as well. So, Cloud9 with a lead now, 2-1. Full eco as Stewie and Shroud, they make their way towards long and find a couple of kills to open things up.
Flash out, Stewie. Trying to tap to the corner. Shroud, meanwhile, has got FNX down. He comes so close to answering back, much like Mirage again. SK on these early rounds, having lost the momentum, but it is going to be Stewie in this one that secures 2 kills, as with Shroud, to make sure that there's nothing else SK can do. And right now, unfortunately for SK, it's a 3rd round bonus going in, $2,400 they'll be able to buy, but they're not going to have much for FNX and Fur.
Indeed. Well, Taco, well, dead now, of course. Automatic blows his head off that. It's going to be a 5-man survival rate for Cloud9. They're going to have 2 UMPs. Do they want to upgrade them at this point? Double AWP setup for SK. Fallen and Cold Zero. We've already discussed that formidable setup already. 3-1. Cloud9 after throwing. It's difficult to say throwing it away. You have to say SK did an amazing job after the 13-2 deficit, but still, Cloud9 potentially should have won that game. They claw it back on the second, and now here we are. The lead once again in the third map. Dust 2. As we have Skadoodle actually bunny hopping out the long doors there. CT's looking to reclaim it. They flash over. FNX can't find anything just yet. Skadoodle flashed off but taken down.
Good shot back in from Shroud and FNX. Double op setup. It has to come into something here, and Fallen's going to give up long. They've lost the potential for the retake already. And Catwalk being the approach. He's taking that AWP low. They're going to go for a boost. He's got to go quicker, though, and they know it now. Molotovs come out. They're down. They're off the site. A mistimed call, and Cloud9 are going to capitalize on this. Especially clearing out Goose already. Automatic goes back, and I wouldn't honestly be surprised if they just back away from this early, SK. If they can't find a pick in the next 10 seconds, as soon as the bomb goes down, I'd back away.
I'm not sure if they cancelled the boost or failed it. It looked like the latter, if I'm honest. They tried to get up and miscommunication. One dropped in front, and then the Molotov came in as well. They thought it was going to hit them, so they had to fall back to spawn. I think you're right with that double orb setup and no kids. Time ticking away. It seems like they still want to go for it, but Automatic's in a great position to shut them down, but he gets found out. Taco takes him down. Up to Stewie now to defend.
Great read by Taco. Stewie does go for the peek. Overcommit slightly, but they don't respond in time as they're looking out toward the car, and they're getting tapped from that position as well. Cold. He's the only one to hit a kill after that first shot comes through, and now they've got to back away. Need to get the AWP caught doing it. Nothing's going to get the kill. And Cold will save one of them, but only one of them. Nothing's picked up the other. Cold takes it back away.
Well then, saving the AWP, sure. 4 rounds in a row there for Cloud9, 4-1. Shroud will save an AWP as well. Another pause coming in though, I think I heard it come in. Yep, Fallen calls a tactical pause. So, what's the play here? Dust 2, very AWP heavy map. Can't really justify the force buy here. They can probably get some deals to go with Fallen's AWP, but still, it's another map similar to Mirage. He can get boosted up towards short. He can go for the aggressive pick towards lower B potentially as well, maybe boosted up. Then he gets the kill, and he falls back to A ramp potentially. He's got lots of options here. Certainly a player that can deliver in these scenarios. We'll see what he can do. Skadoodle, he gets given the AWP by Shroud, but 4-1, Cloud9 looking great here. Still heavily favoured going to round number 6, but there's always a chance a player like Fallen can step up here. And Force comes in, only 30 seconds these days. You don't get too much time to think about it. An interesting point. Do you reckon you can stack pauses? Could you take 2 in a row if you wanted to?
No, I don't think you can. But
right.
I obviously was wrong about the rules in the first place, so I doubt it.
Anyway.
I'm just going to say that. I don't know for a fact, but that seems like it would be something interesting. I suppose there's no reason why you couldn't, but you'd have to make that very clear during your timeout. Yeah, I'm going to have to identify it. Push up, they're going to go for the boost at the corner on Cat for the AWP. There is a potential they could find one here, but they messed that up. Falling goes down. Step a little further out, FNX, please. Thank you very much. And now he's got position for it, but no one's there.
Well, this is what we talked about.
Long again.
Trying to get that first pick. That's all he really can do here. But long control established for Cloud9. That's so valuable for a terrorist team, especially at the advantage as well. I was about to say he could fall back to an 8 split. That is fully committing at this point. Up they go towards long. He's going to be the only one waiting for them as well. Fallen has to rotate in. He's late with the AWP, though. Or is he? Apparently not.
Fallen's there, catches Shroud. Fur behind the box, waiting for this pistol to get the right angle at the right time. Smokes down. Does he go? Here's the bomb going in, wraps around. He's got the shot, lines it up. Bomb does get planted first, though, which is a bit of an issue because there's no kits left on the SK side, and Taco, without armor, was quickly taken down by the AK of Stewie. And nothing's got a smoke to go back around. Fur's going to be left in the open to this. Nothing's going to find one. Already a chance set to cover off the bomb, but it's going to be Fallen. And they know now where nothing is, but Skadoodle's the other aspect in this as Cold falls immediately.
Full back, Fallen.
Yeah, save this AWP. He's got 2, goes for the shot. That's smart, does get Skadoodle. Jumps up, still a bit of time on this. It's going to be a 10-second defuse. He's got to hit the shot right now! Fallen does it! Through the box on a no-scope, but I'm still not convinced he's got the time.
He has.
Oh my God. Oh my God, Fallen! That is absolutely nuts!
I'm speechless. That's one of the most incredible plays we've seen this tournament. If not this year, 4 kills for Fallen. Unbelievable scenes out. I was saying at this point, this fall back is done. He finds the first shot. This second one, though, what the hell is that? Full defuse as well. SK giving a back into this one. Would have been 5-1, but now it's 4-2. The money back into their favor. Double AWP setup. My God, Fallen. He always delivers in the big games.
That is the most incredible pressure no-scope I've ever seen. And he makes that work. That is... that is something you'd expect maybe Simple to do. He'd be the only one that would take the have the audacity to try and go for that. And Fallen pulls it off. Speaking of, he's going to get taken down this time, missing a shot at Long. A lot of smokes and flashes coming in, and they have lost Long a number of times, so they're going to have to adjust this somehow, because Cloud9 just continuing to barge onto the A site, and they look like they may this time already find their 5th round to make it 5-2, and as a result, SK's already saving with the AWP on cold.
Can't justify this retake, unfortunately, for them. It's actually quite a simple approach from Cloud9. They managed to obtain Long before. Go for a similar approach this time as well. Commit to it. Don't fall back. Don't hesitate. There she just goes straight towards Long, and Fallen, after such a sick round before, maybe the adrenaline's still pumping through his veins. He can't get rolling on the A side once again. Gets taken down by the AK. And then here we are, 5-on-3, and will be the orb saved. I think the terrorists can justify going for the hunt. It looks like Stewie is. Nice Molotov actually towards the back platform. That gets one player out at least, called Zera. Stewie, really nice play to take him down.
Perfect use of utility. And that's the op as well. They've got to get back over to the platform, but Taco's on 17. And Stewie's still here. Fur will find him, but if he moves for that op, Automatic's in the corner.
Nice,
thinks about going in, so the op's gone.
That's actually massive from Stewie. He loses a frag, sure, but look at the money now. That would have been really nice for SK to save. He Molotovs the back of the platform, makes it go to the site, faces him. He's got a smoke to protect him as well. That was so calculated from Stewie. Very well done indeed. 5-2 now. Another reset, and look at the buy coming in. They forced it. Scouts, UMP, 3 M4s, a couple of kits, ball and glass cannon. Scout. Don't see that many times these days, I guess. But double up set up on the T side. It will be Stewie and Skadoodle. Okay then. A chance to really sink their teeth in Cloud9. If they win this round, eco, if not a double. And Spall and glass cannon Scout. Very rare.
Shroud. He's going to round the corner already. Again, Cloud9 have an early lead. SK's been playing from behind throughout the entirety of this series, including overtime is what it took to beat them on overpass. And Cloud9, I have to say, I'm very impressed. Hats off to them in this tournament. No matter what happens at this point in time, they have played it tremendously well. And I think this is a statement. When you consider the landscape right now in CS, we've got 10 teams that are definitely in the mix.
Well then, it's coming to this moment here. There's the full execution smoke on the crossover. Long presence as well. A-split coming in. It's perfect so far. Nothing gets the first frag on Fallen. FNX fighting back though, but not for long. 4-on-3 now. The CTs have to rotate in. Got 1 kit, 2 M4s now. Okay. 2 players now, not just the 2 M4s. As we go into a 4-on-2, Taco and coldzera have a decision to make. I think they have to save once again, Matt. Taco seems to be investigating, but not for long. Automatic shuts him down. coldzera, the last player remaining in CT spawn, and like I said, only $1,900 coming into the next round, Matt, for SK.
Yep.
So even if coldzera saved his weapon, they can't buy. That might actually be detrimental. Might convince them to invest a little bit more, but it doesn't matter. Right? So $1,900. Eco here, they get 24 into the next. They can't buy a single. After maybe a couple of P250s for Fur, you can maybe drop a couple, but this is looking bleak. Cloud9 once again. First half is where they seem to really stamp their authority on the game.
We've got to get something improved from SK toward this long position.
Just letting them have it every single time.
Yeah, it's a huge issue at this point. Their timings on A have been off. B site, we haven't seen as much activity. We may see a little bit more this time. Cloud9 playing a more standard default passive as well. They'll know the money. They'll be keeping track of this. Maybe not to perfection, given some of the unorthodox buys that we've seen, but they'll have a rough idea that there shouldn't be much in this, and there's actually, I would say, even less than what they might expect, given that there's P250s and no armor, and only 2 of those P250s as well.
Well, it begs the question at this point. I can talk over this round, Matt, if you allow me to.
I will.
Like you said, the long A control has been a massive problem for SK. If you're really smart right now, if you're Cloud9, right? You've done a lot towards long A, you've shown presence towards that side of the map. Do you start going for the mid splits now? SK presumably going to start adapting, and that's trying to fix the problems that are there towards long A. So I think that's maybe where Cloud9 starts showing their hands towards the next round, the next buy perhaps. That would be interesting. Maybe throw some fakes in, some long retakes coming in towards the end of the round when they're ready to go and beat. That's what I'd be trying to think right now. Maybe take a pause if you're winning. We don't see many teams actually do that anymore. You have the 4 pauses available, but they're saving them for when they're losing rounds. But you know what? Double up set up for now. Nothing finds a kill on Fur. Like I said, not really too much to talk about in this round. There's going to be 1 kill picked up by Fur, but he's taken down. 4 on 3, nothing, just adding to his total. Running around the map, causing chaos, but he'll be taken down by Taco in the end. Just coldzera remains.
Just coldzera indeed, and he's found out immediately. Cloud9 running with this now. coldzera does lead the way for SK. Not surprising considering the start they had on the pistol, but again, they lost that ensuing round. Cloud9 able to come up catwalk. They've been taking map control, and SK is so hesitant to fight back in so many situations. It's just been a romp ever since. And this now becomes a bit of an issue. Fallen, this time AWP has the fast spawn. He's going to go toward the long corner. This is where they've been contesting, so see if he can find. He's got position, but no flashes going over, and no contest so far from Cloud9. In fact, 3 players over toward the B tunnels.
There we go then. And towards lower B, Cloud9, nothing exchanged as of yet. Round number 10 comes in. Skadoodle hunting towards B. Just going to be locked out by the smoke for now. Taco will be waiting for him, though. Like I said, they've shown so much presence towards that A side of the map. Now Cloud9 back towards B. Contact play potentially as well. The CTs have got players at that long position, so this could work out very nicely. Still 2 players, though, for the CTs towards. It's going to be Taco and coldzera. Showing their presence, just firing off some speculative shots there through the smoke. Decoy towards the back platform. It's quite a nice idea. Bait out some more shots, potentially.
Try to with that smoke. They won't see any tracers or hear any bullet holes, though. That's the only thing, and normally you'd spray into the smoke. And now, at this point, the pattern becomes predictable. And then they see it. Skadoodle starting to look inside of the site. Taco puts himself in a position for headshots on the box. But both ops going in. And if one doesn't find it, surely the other will. Stewie down immediately by Taco. That brings Cold into the window, but he's traded back. Stewie's got to play this aggressively to try and force Taco back out into the open, but he's going to try and say passive Molotov. Doesn't reach, not quite. And they're trying, they know he's there. That allows Shroud to come back in. Good headshot, nice placement from the AK. And B site now in the possession of Cloud9. Fur rotating all the way through T-spawn. Bomb plant coming in as well with the smoke still in the doorway. Fallen's looking back, expecting a late lurk. There's no one there, so I'm not sure what gave him that indication. He's got to start to go.
No kits once again, man. They've got a couple of flashbangs. That's it. A smoke as well. Fallen with the AWP. Coming in late. Need to find a pick here. HG will be thrown in, but not going to do too much damage here. Very difficult situation with the CTs.
In the door, spray in. FNX not cancelled out by the player on top of the platform. That's nothing. That will get Fur, though. And now nothing's going to try and peek it out. Skadoodle's at the mouth of the tunnel, and yep, they have to back away. 8-2. Cloud9 again is just absolutely running with the start of this game. SK, I'd call a pause right now. It's time to wake up. You're in your home country, first time in front of the Brazilian audience, and Cloud9 is absolutely showing you up right now.
And Shroud finds the kill on Fallen. That's huge. That's the AWP dropped as well. FNX trying to pick it up, but he might go down as well. He just about survived.
He gets it. He just got it at 2. He pressed
That's actually so massive. That's why I'm getting a little bit overhyped for that, but trust me, that's a big deal. So it looks like we do have a little partial buy coming in from SK Gaming now. They're going to bring a UMP in the hands of coldzera, and once again Fallen. He'll be tested. Whether he can find this first pick is yet to be seen. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes with his mid pick through the doors here. Not going to be challenged just yet though, but he's going to be holding it tight.
Cold to push into the tunnels. UMP, he's in behind the box. Usually good for 1. Depends on how closely grouped. You might be able to catch off 2. Not a grouping right now, though. And Stewie starts to walk out. He's going to check this. He's aware. Stewart is so good in those situations. He's very, very rarely caught off guard by someone's positioning like that.
He seems to be very sharp, actually. The young lad, 5-on-3. A couple of CZs and a Deagle. The AWP has been dropped as well. Big kills obtained. FNX picks it up, but what can he really do with it at this point? Back towards B, it seems Cloud9 will be going. There is a player at the back, though. Who is it? Taco with the Deagle. Takes down nothing. Okay, then. I guess at this point, they probably don't want to challenge that. Not worth it. Stick together. And maybe, just maybe, Taco's funneled them into the AWP on A. Still a chance here for the CTs.
The interesting thing is they can still go mid and catch off Taco, but FNX is playing A ramp, so he could swing down as well with that AWP if they don't put a smoke onto CT.
This is the moment right now.
They need to find this AWP, and you're dead right. This is it. Flash out. Doesn't need to shoot. Stay back. Wait for the opportunity. Now they know it's there. They're already committed. They're going to go faster. He hasn't found the shots, FNX. Jumping over top. They're going to be above him in Shroud. He takes him down for his efforts of jumping and climbing over top. It's going to be Fur at long. It only has a CZ-75, so forget that idea of trying to fire from that range, and Cloud9's got another round.
They have, Matt, and still maximum loss bonus for the CTs, though. They didn't fully invest into that round. They saved an AWP before. I think one player picked up a UMP, and then the CZ distributed among the team. It's going to be Taco saving a Taco? No, it doesn't work. Taco saving an AK-47, that's better. And he'll have a flashbang as well. So in towards T-spawn he goes. I think he's safe. Looking down towards Suicide. And then Fur as well. He'll be coming in. He's got nothing to lose. Monotroll try and find a pick here. Gets spotted, gets taken down to 37 HP. And that's it, though. You're right, though. This lead Cloud9 are picking up. It's getting pretty scary now. Very convincing so far. 9-2 for the North American side. At the beginning of this tournament, Matt, I told you Cloud9 would be in contention to win a grand final against SK Gaming. Considering the teams we had here, I don't think you'd have believed me.
No, I definitely would not have. And I have to say, Automatic and Stewie have stepped up so much. I have to also say, Skadoodle has risen throughout the tournament.
Yes.
He started off definitely slow. We know at E-League he had his issues, but he's picked it up.
I agree.
Each and every game.
He's actually got $13,000 as well right now. Shroud not actually ahead. $14,000 after reinvestment. The money's so strong here. They've got money for days. Rest of the half pretty much guaranteed to have a full buy. Well, round number 12, another pause for SK. They're certainly feeling the burn here. Let's see whether they can hold on. This is the replay of the round of FNX of that AWP trying to do what he could, but great coordination from Cloud9, making sure he has had no opportunity to get a single kill there. Great stuff. Round 12. Buys back in though for SK. Actually got a decent one overall. I think I've said that a million times in this series. SK is constantly chasing, trying to get back into it, the money situation, relying on the crazy individual plays with particular lesser weaponry, but let's see what happens here. It's coming to an end now, the grand final. What a roller coaster it's been. Fallen towards long this time. You can see 4 turrets in a strange setup towards middle. Actually, with 4 of them at the top, waiting for aggressive plays from the CTs. 1 in lower as well. Potentially just going straight up towards short, sticking together a fast execution, trying to lock Fallen out of the map.
FNX will be the one to try and counter this off with the bait in from Fallen, who's playing it in a Kenny-esque angle. Kenny-esque angle. I know that's a tough mouthful. But he fires in early because of the flash. That brings FNX out, and he drops inside of the wall, which means he can't fall back. Automatic has 2 as a result. This is massive for Cloud9 on the way through. Fallen goes down. Cloud9 are hitting everything, and SK are missing crucial shots right now. Again, they're going to back away. This is becoming old and old fast. Cloud9, are they even catchable at this point?
Seems to be a puzzle that SK Gaming can't solve at this point. Another execution, more fast, assertive play there from Cloud9. Not a single frag picked up there. Fallen was waiting with the AWP as well. Can't get going. Cloud9 finish it off flawlessly. Nothing with double headshots there. It's looking very promising indeed. Maximum loss bonus still, of course, for SK. Can buy up into this round. Taco's got almost $7,000, so he'll be dropping an AWP over for Fallen. He receives UMP in return. Man, it's another force buy here with 3 SMGs, a FAMAS and an AWP. This is getting out of hand now, is it not? Fallen has to boost up. The auto sniper's in. You know the crowd don't like those.
No, they don't. Neither do SK when they try and cross over. Skadoodle again opens it up, followed by nothing. This is just getting old fast, as SK can't find anything. Dust 2, not their map. I don't think they're ready for it. In this final, it's catching them out big time, as Cold Zero is going to be the last alive. Well then,
now a buy not available. The AWP was dropped over. They had 1 player with residual cash. It's not working out for them. Shut down at every juncture here, it seems. We're going to go into round number 14. They have to force again. FAMAS's, UMPs, they could be done here. This could be another 13-2 half. Someone needs to step up here. This time they don't have the AWP. 3 rifles, 2 SMGs, and Cloud9, a water sniper this time, but still running away with it. Actually had 16k still on Skadoodle after reinvestment. He could have brought out another auto sniper there, but he tags Taco through the doors once more. Matt, we could be crowning Cloud9 as the champions of Pro League Season 4. What a crazy 4. It's looking very promising to be the case so far. SK Gaming in the hometown as well. Up against him. They came back from 13-2 before. Might have to be a similar performance to get them out of this.
It's Dust 2, though. It's not overpass.
It's true.
It's not choke points. It's not aggression that you can calculate. And they're already on the CT side. They'll have to be so perfect to make this work. Taco waiting over at B, but right now it's going to be Shroud going into the A site. Molotovs everywhere. Count the nades. I can't. I think there was 9 thrown on the way through. Stewie's going to add another run to it.
CTs can't do anything about this.
This is incredible. Cloud9 on Dust 2 is looking very convincing. Cutting off, isolating the CTs in every possible position. Skadoodle goes for a shot, can't land it. That does give them a bit of an advance toward the ramp. Now Fur's got a shot on automatic as a result. So Skadoodle repositions himself toward quad, and he waits for the gap to present as Shroud will shuffle back over. Missed shot from Skadoodle again, gives him a bit more positioning. Skadoodle follows it up though on the repeat. FNX goes down. It's a 3 versus 3. And there's no kits left for for SK as they trade back once more.
They can't do this.
Yeah, exactly. The no kit's the problem right now. Low HP and they line it up. Nothing's going to take them down. 12-2. This is remarkable stuff. I am impressed with Cloud9.
Has to be another force buy. Still maximum loss bonus, but Cloud9 walking into an open side. The execution's just perfect. The CDs have to drop down. Okay, this could be it now. 3 max 7s, a Famas and an M4. I feel like they're out of this. You're absolutely right with your comment before about this is an overpass. You can't rely on a really strong CD half to carry you through it. Dust 2's very equal. One mistake at the moment, and SK are out of it. Shroud went towards long with the orb this time. Takes the spawn, flashed out of position, and will fall back. 3 max 7s on Dust 2. Not ideal, but maybe it's just enough for a curveball that it could be something to succeed. We'll find out momentarily. Round number 15. SK so close to letting this grand final slip out of their grasp.
And think back, a pistol round win for SK, stolen back in the next round by Cloud9, and a clutch from Fallen that never should have happened.
You're right.
You know, considering how good he played, that's
one
all
of the
they
rounds
have.
they've had. That's sick
it.
clutch. That's so true. And the pistol as well. That's all they've really got. They've got nothing apart from that sick clutch and the pistol. That's insane. It could potentially be a 15-0 at this point. Anyway, 4 on 3. The shotgun's not really delivering so far. Stewie drops, but now it's Taco, Fur, and coldzera, the last line of defense here. As we have 50 seconds remaining, it looks like we have to push towards long. He's got the shotgun, gets the headshot in, but does... Okay, he's got the Famas, I beg your pardon, but still takes down nothing. They take it down and rip on.
Yeah, may not matter with Shroud getting Fur back, because it's just 3 now for Cloud9 versus 2, even less for SK.
Oh!
And that's going to change it, though. Cold gets back in, automatic falls, but Cold's traded by Shroud. Very important to trade Cold in those late situations, but Cloud9 wins the round. Bomb's not planted. Time gone, everyone dead. Taco falls. And 13-2 at the half for Cloud9. Same as we saw on Overpass, but this is not Overpass. I can't see the same momentum happening. The way that SK's playing, they're not even... They don't have a clue right now.
Shocking stuff. SK, though, they did it before. Can they do it again? We'll take a quick break. It's looking very likely that Cloud9 will be the Season 4 champions. Let's hope SK can wake up. But if SK pick it up, we saw an overpass, maybe they have got what it takes to grind this one out once more. I can't believe that can be a possibility. I just don't see a world that happens, but you never know with these guys. We'll get into it then, shall we? A smoke on Fallen, 2 flashbangs as well, 3 sets of armor for the T's. A flashbang for coldzera as they make their way towards lower. Another B split potentially here, but the CTs are ready for it this time. 4 players actually going to be on this side of the map, make it 3. I beg your pardon. Nothing gets a first kill. Automatic comes in as well. CTs have the lead for now.
Good shot in from Automatic and Stewie. This is going to start off Cloud9 4 versus 2 and SK. This is the last hope dying. This has to be picked up. Taco, the world rests on your shoulders, and the breaths are held of every Brazilian inside of this stadium. Taco has 1 in the 4 already. He's got to pull back. Automatic's low. He's on the left side of the door, but there's 2 players facing him before that. He has the bomb and all of this. That's the one saving grace, and 56 seconds to work with.
He needs to find a kill first before he can even think about getting that bomb down at this point. A lot of time to work with. He can start the CTs to maybe doubt themselves as he holds up for so long. Taco, 100 HP. Automatic, 1 shot dead. He's outside B. He's just sitting out for the bomb right now. He's not going to be challenging. Listening for that plant to come in, then he can call for backup at that point. Doesn't want to commit by himself. Taco makes a little bit of noise. He'll be shooting off. from the window. Has to make something happen. Like I said, 1 kill required. That's it. Takes down Skadoodle and Spawn. Now it gets interesting.
And the low HP still on automatic can start to benefit. Bomb's going to get planted. Thinks better of it. Here's them coming in. Spots one, but gets taken down immediately after. And now Cloud9 are 2 rounds with money away from being the champions of Season 4, and Taco knows exactly what that means.
Shroud holds his nerve. It looked like Taco had played it perfectly as well. That kill and Spawn, it's all he required. 1 low HP automatic goes down as well. 1-on-1. Taco can't finish it off. No plant either. 14-2, man. It's looking very lucky. They're not messing around. There's no 5 UMPs here. It's going to be 4 rifles and a UMP. Holding up, they know there's going to be a force by coming in. They've got to challenge them with the range at this point. That was the mistake SK made in the first half. And here it is then. Cloud9 looking for championship point in round number 2 of the second half of the third map. Who would have thought?
Fallen is desperate at this point. I never would have expected them to fall this flat. And it's got to be so heartbreaking for them. They wanted to come here. They wanted to be in Brazil and lift the hearts, spirits, and the jubilations of every fan in this auditorium. And it's Cloud9 that's breaking that dream for them.
Absolutely. This is it now. The last attempt towards A. Smokes come in. Flashes over. Got to commit now, boys. Got to find this round if there's any hope of taking this game further. Molotov will go in and that'll be it.
Fallen covered off. Flashes in. Skadoodle pushed back. Tries to hug the wall. Taco with the deagle. It's getting held up, but it's because they're able to sit back toward Catwalk with Bomb already going down. Low HP on the planter. That's FNX. Cold already gone. And Shroud's trying to find headshots from the ramp with the M4, and Automatic's doing better than that. It's all just on to Fur, and he's down as well. Cloud9 on map. Championship, series, whatever you want to call it, point. They're about to steal Season 4.
Well, well, well. Here it is then. 13 clean rounds in a row from SK with no money on round number 3. They get the plant down. All they're going to be able to buy, though, Tech-9s, UMPs. Maybe some more shotguns if they feel like it, but this should be it now. I'm pretty sure, almost certain, that Cloud9 will be your champions here. What a storyline that's been, like we said. The stacked rosters we had at this event. Cloud9, to be fair, they completely ran away with the online season in North America. But no one expected them to win the tournament. That was just an unbelievable thought. And here it is, though. This could be the round that does it. 2 pistols, a Galil, and 2 UMPs for SK. Let's hope that dies last, Matt, and I think it might just be able to drop dead.
Yeah, it's at that point. Molotov into the corner for Fallen. Bombs in the B tunnels. Stewie and Automatic are the ones in the B side. Automatic in the window watching toward mid at this point, and Shroud's inside CT to cover it off if they do push through. It's Skadoodle and nothing that want to control long right now. Very little access, perhaps just down middle at this point. You could argue that Cat might be an opening with Shroud in that position and Skadoodle so far removed, but it would still give them long for the retake potential, but it's going to be B. We can see it. SK is totally grouping up on this side of the map and want to go through. Automatic is well behind the scaffolding. It's not a common position. He gets one. Down goes his teammate. He's got to play back in the window. He's tagged up, spotted, just through the slight crack, and now SK, they've got a chance. They're inside of the site. Gun grabbed as well for Fallen to use. He'll throw that back down. No, he won't actually take that back. I think he's going to throw it back to a teammate. He's going to keep that from Aus in his hands. Shrouded nothing in mid, and Skadoodle coming up the ramp. Shroud looks like he wants to go toward the tunnels, and Taco's already going to get toward the spiral staircase. Nade goes in immediately. Does do damage onto Fur, who's got 2 kills in the round. Molotov over top. Fallen's going to sit in the corner. It won't reach him. He's got a kill as well. 79 HP still to play with. His teammates covering off the door. And Cloud9 getting flanked out from Taco, who does get 2. We're not done yet.
Apparently not, though, but still 12 rounds in a row required. SK. There's 2 scouts parties, a max 7 as well. They're not all in, but certainly providing some firepower here. Round number 19. Scout towards the bottom of mid there. It's going to be in the hands of Stewie. And Shroud as well. Not actually for Skadoodle, he's got the shotgun. Interesting.
Stewie in behind the door. It's going to get Molotov back out, has to back away. Fallen as well is going to start to get on top of Catwalk. Cold Zero looking through the door. They've got to find yet another opening and break this money immediately from Cloud9. Shotgun for Skadoodle. It's not the AWP I'm sure he would like to possess, and it's going to be 2 scouts with Stewie and Shroud.
It's building up. At this point, SK can't really afford to give anything away. Every kill matters now. Back towards short they go. The bomb will be there as well. Skadoodle, though, he's got that Max 7 towards CD Spawn. It's definitely got potential to do damage. The jump shots, that's what we're going for. Can he find anything here? Great way to finish it. He gets a double kill with the shotgun. Let's see if it's got any potential.
Fallen wrapping around, finds one. Stewie down, spots the head of Skadoodle jumping, and thankfully, as he does that, FNX will take down nothing because he was tagged and there was massive damage. But it is going to be SK now in control, 5 versus 2. Shroud and Automatic, the last 2 remaining, going to play the perimeters, and Shroud's found by Taco. There's Automatic with armor, which might be worth it. Remember, they just need 1 round. Any little thing can help in an odd situation, but it is going to be money gone. And SK on their 4th round. Nade hits nothing as well. He's on 8 HP. They're chasing him down. Now he's going to find at least 1. His Automatic falls in the end to FNX.
Are you starting to believe yet, Matt? Do you feel like 11 rounds is possible?
Stop it.
Don't think
ask
it
me
could
that
happen?
question. I mean, it definitely can. This is SK we're talking about, but let's not get carried away.
I'm starting to feel it. It's starting to build up.
It's a bit early for that call.
I know. I can feel it in my waters. Anyway, Automatic brings out the Julies. I think at this point, no need to force, of course, but Stewie, not a force, but the scout finds a headshot of FNX. Something to work with now. Still, not much in terms of the firepower. They have a scout and some Julies and a couple of PD-50. That's about it. If the scout can find another kill, then we can start to maybe get excited about this round.
Molotov into the car. Does it reach? It should, and it will. Oh, no, it doesn't. Are you kidding me? That's insane. What? Shroud's fireproof. I knew Canadians were good in the cold, but I didn't know they were good in the heat. That's coming from a Canadian. That time he'll get caught out. Cold will shoot him and take him down as Shroud falls. It brings it back to 4 versus 4.
Well, they find him eventually. Slightly cindered, albeit. We'll see what happens here in the 4 and 4. Stewie patrolling towards long. I don't think that's where the terrace will be ending up. You can see on the minimap right now they're rotating over. Bomb is going to be towards middle, and the hands of Fallen for waiting at the bottom of there as well. Probably a mid split coming in. He probably had the safe bet going towards lower B with that bomb. Then a couple of players out towards mid. Bit of damage being done towards those mid doors. It's going to be nothing going down to 22 HP. He's probably going to have to submit and let them go through at this point. Got nothing to really challenge him with. Stewie might want to go to the crossover and try and do something about this. Who's that in B? It's going to be Automatic with the Julies. Let's see if they can do anything about this as the first frag comes in.
Skadoodle down as well with the flash comes in. He tries to re-peek it. Nothing, though. Watch this through the smoke. Turns around. Julies back out from Automatic. Distracted. Automatic's got a chance. Nothing distracts long enough, but only for 2, and Fallen's there. It brings it to a 2 versus 1. And it's Stewie trying to get back through the smoke to catch Fallen before he gets to the B site, but he's already inside. And Bomb is going to go down in the corner. Stewie swaps out to an AK smartly so. Away from that scout that he had. He's got armor, so forget aim punch. He does not have a kit. Smoke out on the door. He's going to go directly on a window. Fallen's down below this, watching the crack. Is he not, though? He's actually just to the side of it, and that's going to give it away. Fallen hears him coming through. Good positioning, and it works.
Another round for SK there, but certainly got interest in the Julie's finding a couple of kills, and the scout as well comes down to the 2 versus 1. Stewie can't find one of the kills. Didn't really have much to work with here, so 1 round still. That's all it'll take for Cloud9 to be your champions here. After losing a crushing first map, they bounce back and looking great here on Dusty once again. The all-powerful Skadoodle. They'll be actually heading towards long. And looking at the setup for SK, they've got no presence towards B whatsoever. They've actually lost a lot of information at this point. A huge risk on their part. They have no idea whether CD's pushing towards B tunnels or even T-spawn. To me, that suggests they have to act very quickly at this point. Straight down towards Xbox, and a split potential here as well. Could go for the long retake, considering there are 3 players outside those doors.
For closer and closer to this cat position. There's no one to contest immediately around the corner, but they'll take no chances with the flash to make sure he gets there. Can't afford to go down early. He's got bomb as well, so needs to be careful. FNX therefore goes ahead of him, and that's the smart call, all things considered. Taco catches off Nothing. Good isolation smokes this time out toward Long, as opposed to on the corner, but it's Skadoodle with one shot, lines up, misses two, Fallen responds, but now Shroud pops back into the mix, coming out, caught by FNX. And it's now a 3 versus 2, Automatics backing away already. Now, whether or not that's to save, I doubt, because it's still a chance with Stewie. Exactly that, bomb down from Catwalk, 50 seconds. They have to go for this, Automatics flanking around. He wants to go all the way to Long in this, which could catch them off. They've got to drop through. Now, the one thing about dropping through is they could push to B as a result, but they want to contest Stewie, who gets one. It's Cold Zero, bomb down. Automatic in a 1 versus 1, and he's got no idea where Automatic is. He's rotated all the way to Long, and Cold might get caught. He's looking down toward the door. He's in the open. It's Automatic to give Cloud9 Season 4. And that duo of Stewie and Automatic together on Cloud9 is what brought them back to form, and they show it in the last round to clutch it back.
Now, normally the crowd erupts when a team wins the tournament, but it's quite a hollow victory there considering the atmosphere. Obviously we have SK Gaming, the hot favourites, can't find any form in that third map there. You can't take anything away from Cloud9. They look fantastic throughout this series. After winning 13-2 in the first map, dropping it, they had the mental fortitude to hold on. And like we said, they certainly weren't the favourites in this tournament, not even contenders, and they end up taking the whole lot. Very, very good news for them. They've been getting better and better as the tournaments go on, and finally they find themselves a title. And what a title to take.
That's the thing, they finally find themselves a title. It's evaded them in this roster despite their improvement, and a big title to grab. SK in front of their home crowd. That's so heartbreaking, but they are your Season 4 champions.